Hello, good morning, dear students. This is our third lecture. In previous lecture, we discussed chemical bonds and its type. In previous lecture, the ionic bonds and non-covalent bonds are discussed in details. In this topic, we are going to deals with the study of third type of the chemical bond, that is covalent bond. Covalent bond is also known as strong bond and is formed by sharing of electrons between atoms during molecule formation process. The atoms are non-metallic elements of similar electronegativity. Covalent bonds are not easily hydrolyzed. Covalent bonds are also known as strong bonds because they require more amount of energy to break them. For example, two oxygen atoms are covalently linked with each other to form oxygen molecule. Carbon and oxygen molecules are linked together by covalent linkage to form carbon dioxide molecule. Ethane molecule consists of carbon and hydrogen atoms, and there is a covalent linking between carbon and hydrogen atoms. Water molecule consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. Two hydrogen atoms are bounded with same oxygen atom with covalent bonds. Similarly, silicon and carbon atom also consist of covalent linking between them. In biomolecules, covalent bonds exist in two different forms, or in simple word, the covalent bonds are classified into two types: peptide bonds and disulfide bonds or linkages. Peptide bonds are formed between CO and ENH group of two different amino acids, while disulfide linkages are formed between sulfur containing groups. It is also known as SS linkages. The number of covalent bonds formed an atom is depends on the number of electrons available for sharing. Sometimes we see single covalent bond between two atoms, two covalent bonds between two atoms, three covalent bonds between two atoms, four covalent bonds between two atoms. That means the number of covalent bonds varies and is mainly depends upon the electrons available for sharing towards the atoms. Sorry. The atoms like oxygen, sulfur, they can form two covalent bonds. Nitrogen, phosphorus atom form three hydrogen bonds. carbon silicon, they are able to form 4 covalent bonds. That means the number of electrons available for sharing determine the number of covalent bonds. See here, oxygen and carbon atom form 2 covalent bonds. That means both atoms share 2 pairs of the electrons. Carbon and oxygen shares 2 pairs of the electrons and forms 2 covalent bonds, commonly known as double bond. See, in triple bond, the 2 nitrogen atoms shares 3 pairs of electrons and form triple bond or 3 covalent bonds. That means the number of electrons available for sharing is responsible for formation of the number of covalent bonds. Oxygen and carbon atom shares 2 pairs of electrons, while nitrogen atoms having 3 pairs of electrons for sharing. Hence, in between oxygen and carbon there is a formation of double bond, while in between 2 nitrogen atoms there is a formation of triple bond. See here, 2 atoms of the oxygen share 1 or more pairs of outer shell electrons. In given diagram, the 2 oxygen atoms share 1 pair of electrons. Each atom share their own 1 outer shell electron with another oxygen atom, and there is a formation of single covalent bond between 2 oxygen atom, and which results in the formation of oxygen molecule. See in given diagram, at the center there is a sharing of 1 pair of electron between 2 oxygen atoms. Biological cells or living cells are made up of small molecules like sugars, fatty acids, amino acids, nucleotides and polymeric molecules, and all these molecules are simply referred as biomolecules. The addition of small biomolecules to polymeric chain to form polymeric biomolecules involves the formation of covalent bonds. For example, the addition of amino acids to the polypeptide chain results in the formation of protein molecules. While amino acids are added into the polypeptide chain, there is a formation of covalent linking between added amino acids. If we see the structure of DNA molecule, the DNA molecule consists of 2 strands, and each strand is made up of nucleotides or polymer of nucleotides. While forming DNA strand, there is the addition of nucleotides to the polynucleotide chain, and there is a formation of covalent linking between added nucleotides. If we take the another example, when polysaccharides are formed, then there is a addition of the monosaccharides. For example, starch, glycogen, cellulose, these are the various polysaccharides, and when these polysaccharides are formed, then their monomeric units are added or linked with each other by glycosidic linkages, and the glycosidic linkages are the type of covalent bonds. That means while forming the polymeric biomolecules like polysaccharides, then lipids, then proteins, then DNA molecules, there is a addition of the small biomolecules to the polymeric chain, and the added small biomolecules are linked together by covalent bonds. That means these covalent bonds, covalent bonds are responsible for the formation of polymeric biomolecules. This is all regards to the third type of the chemical bond, that is covalent bond. If you have any queries, please mention your query in comment box. Thank you very much.